Now, I'm going to tell you a story tonight that involves the past, the present, and the future, okay? How about you, Hank? You ready for the story?
Yeah.
Lie down, Squirt. Yeah? You tucked in? Okay. This story, in the past, when I was about 7 or 8, my father, Joseph, had a 64 Plymouth Valiant with push-button transmission, a 4-door sedan. And me and my sister, your Aunt Nina, would jump around the back of it and act like fruitcakes. And we rode that car up and down the West Coast from San Diego to San Francisco and went on many trips in it. Does that sound like fun, Hank?
Yeah, was it all Glendale?
It was. So, when I was that age, 7, 8, I think it was, I must have been 7 or 8, 1978 or thereabouts. I have many memories, distinct memories, of being in that car, seeing the outside, riding in the backseat and looking at the dashboard, watching Joseph drive it. And that car has a kind of a particular smell. Mid-60s Chrysler all have a sort of a certain smell. So I have all those memories from being a little kid. Then when I was in high school, when I got my driver's license, I had a 68 Valiant, a 67 Valiant, a 67 Dart, a 64 Dodge, a 71 Newport. A bunch of my friends had Dusters. For another friend of mine had an actual 68 Barracuda. All same car. Barracuda.
Yeah, but it sounds like Gilcuda.
Kind of, but it's Barracuda. Carrot Cuda? Well,
Carrot.
yeah, that'd be pretty silly. It's named after a carnivorous fish, Hank. So when I was in high school and a young adult...
called Christina.
Yes, I know. I had all that kind of car. I had a lot. So I have a lot of memories from high school, sitting in a Plymouth Valiant, looking at the dashboard, sitting in the front, sitting in the back, doing burnouts and donuts, slamming into telephone poles, sliding it on the ice, J-turns, that kind of thing. Hooning it up, man.
What's J-turn?
Now, the story moves ahead. When I was about 30, Hank, about to turn 30, I decided I wanted another Valiant. So I went on eBay, which was a new thing at the time, and I bought a 5, can't remember, 4-door Valiant, 3 on the tree, and had many wonderful memories of driving around in that car and staring at that same dashboard and smelling that same smell that I had smelled when I was a little kid and a teenager and now a young adult. Then we move ahead about 10 years, Iris. About a year before you were born, I got the urge to have another one. So I went on eBay again and I found one in Pennsylvania that had been sitting in a field for 10 years. So, as you know, Sunday, 2 days ago, you and me and Iris and the kid from next door pushed that car out of the garage and got it into the driveway. And I started looking at it, and you guys were running around in there, and something very interesting occurred to me that I wanted to point out. I have memories of being in that car, a 65 Plymouth Valiant station wagon, when I was a little kid, with that dashboard and that interior and that smell. And now you guys have memories of being in that car when you were little kids, a 65 Plymouth Valiant station wagon. I know. And you have these memories from 2 days ago and future days. And soon, when the car is done, you will have memories of driving around in a 65 Plymouth with what it looks like inside. Plymouth Valiant, that's right. Jumping from the back seat to the front seat and farting around while the old man does burnouts and donuts and J-turns and hooting it up. So you will have the same memories with your father in a 65 Plymouth that I will have. But then something really interesting occurred to me. And I ran the numbers on this. In the year 2025, Hank will take his driver's test. Iris, you will take yours in 2023 or 2024. And if all goes well, and things work out, and with a little bit of luck, and a little bit of care and attention, and some maintenance, it's very possible that you, Hanky, in the year 2025, will take your driver's test in a 65 Plymouth Valiant. When you take your driver's test, if you happen to be able to take it in that car will be 60 years old when you take your driver's test. And you are going to scare the living crap out of the guy that gives the test.
Crap. But Daddy...
Yeah?
I won't be married to Hank, so who would take the Valiant? You have 2 kids.
Wow, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. Well, we'll just have to see. Maybe you guys can share it.
Why does it have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of junk sticking out of the hood?
Because all that junk is the turbo stuff, and it's cool. And I dig it.
Why does it need turbo stuff?
To make it faster.
It doesn't go faster.
It's like having more cubes.
But does it have less cubes?
Well, it has as many cubes as it has now, but with the turbo, it thinks it has more cubes. You enjoy a car with a lot of cubes, right?
Yeah. What, Daddy?
Yeah.
What are cubes for cars?
That's how big the engine is.
Oh. Daddy?
Yes, Iris?
Which one of your cars has the mostest cubes?
The mostest cubes of all the cars I have, of the 7 cars that are out there, is the Newport. Has 383 cubes.
Whoa.